The Columbia Center, the tallest skyscraper in Seattle. Imagine having to get a rescue team in 70 stories up. How about inserting a tactical team onto a moving ferry? Sound tricky? Well, now there's a new tool designed for just that. It's called an AirTEP.
Airborne Tactical Insertion Platform. It's a platform that hangs underneath the helicopter. Kind of looks like an upside-down umbrella that everybody steps on and secures themselves into.
Secured in as the AirTEP hangs from a helicopter by a 100-foot rope. The goal? To get as many people in or out of a scene as quickly as possible.
Anywhere up to 10 people at a time into a rooftop, into the water, into a place where maybe just rescuers can't even get to.
Designed in France, manufactured in Virginia, there are only about a half dozen AirTEPs in the entire country.
But Seattle Fire Department is the only fire agency in the country that has an AirTEP. And our use of it is primarily we're using it for high-rise insertion of firefighters, rescue of victims off of high-rise buildings, earthquakes, where we can access remote locations. And now what this exercise is demonstrating is our use for waterborne operations, inserting rescue swimmers.
Guardian 2 is placing and recovering teams of highly trained rescue swimmers on the lake.
It's difficult to do over water because you get away from shoreline, you start losing your references. Farther out in the water you get, the more difficult it becomes.
Where could this scenario play out?
An example would be an aircraft that went down in Elliott Bay. The boats could easily be picking up people on the wing or in the water outside of the plane. But what would happen if I still have passengers seatbelted in? I need to get rescue swimmers to get into that aircraft and rescue those viable victims that are in those survivable spaces.
The AirTEP is available to emergency response teams in the region thanks to a Homeland Security grant.
Without that tool, we had no option. With this tool, in a worst-case scenario, we now have options.